Yo. What's going on, man? Let's let the music rock for a second, Leafy.
Legendary.
To the first show, Mad Talk, episode 1, Super Bowl edition. Yeah. This beat right here, they ain't ready, man. They ain't ready for Mad Talk. They ain't ready for what we're about to give them.
You youngins don't know about this.
Youngins don't know nothing.
Nothing about this. Little this one, a little that one, they don't know.
I like the vibe. I'm in a good vibe right now, man. First edition of Mad Talk, first episode, Super Bowl edition. We got the Super Bowl coming up this week. I'm excited. You excited?
Very excited.
All right, let's get right into it. This is episode 1 of Mad Talk, Super Bowl edition. I'm your boy, Mad Fanatic.
This the one and only Leaf.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. And one thing off the bat, we're going to let you know we are going to say what we mean and mean what we say.
100.
Now, because you are the Mad Fanatic.
Right.
The legendary Mad Fanatic.
Legend.
All right? We definitely, first off, have to talk about our Broncos.
Let's talk about it, man.
What up, Bronco gang?
What up, Bronco gang? How y'all doing, man? See, y'all don't see it, but we got the Bronco gang joint right there, man. We always repping.
In the building.
We out here. So, yeah. So, the first thing is, why are the Broncos not playing in the Super Bowl?
Why?
What do you got? What's your reasons? What's your reasons the Broncos ain't playing?
I mean, there's so many reasons. It's a lost season.
Yeah.
But obviously, I want to point to the turnovers. But
Absolutely.
It's the whole vibe.
Yeah.
There's too many people to blame.
Way too many. Who's on the list? Who's on the punch in the face list? Now, who we blaming, Leaf? Who we blaming?
But like everything in life, it starts at the top. Does it not?
Uh-oh. You walking down the slippery slope right now.
It starts at the top.
Walk the plank, Leaf. Walk the plank.
I've been a Bronco fan since 1989. Let me tell you something, okay? I live and die with this team. And nobody respects John Elway more than me. What he did as a player. As a player. But one thing I'm sick and tired of, you know what? I'm going to do a lot of ranting on this show. I'm going to just put it out there right now.
Do your thing.
I am absolutely sick and tired of the way this fan base never holds this man accountable. Never.
Speak on it.
Like I'm living in North Korea talking about the president. You understand? This man makes mistakes like anybody else. And I'm not going to sit here and name a player or name one in particular thing, but what I will tell you is the vibe is wrong in the locker room. The vibe is wrong. There is no familyness. There's no togetherness. So I'm not going to break it down to X's and O's. A lot of times that's your thing, man.
Yeah, so how you feel about this the news that they might get rid of our boy 21 Savage, 2 Chainz, a.k.a. Keep to Leave? I know I'm pissed about the shit. How you feeling about it?
The people that know me know pissed isn't the word.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely disgusted. You know, this team has been a winning team for a long time, and for a long time we were known as a great offensive team.
Right.
But you know what? That never won us championships.
Nah.
And what John Elway did, once upon a time, was he changed the culture by bringing in guys.
Time out. It won us 2 championships. Our offense was pretty damn good those 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
They were.
We did win 2 championships with a great running back, great wide receivers.
They did.
Shout out to Rod Smith. Shout out to Ed McCaffrey. Shout out to Sharp tight ends. Obviously, shout out to Terrell Davis. We were both at the Hall of Fame, by the way.
Big shout out to Rod Smith.
Best moment of the whole year, right?
Best
moment of the whole year is going to Hall of Fame.
Unbelievable.
But back to what you're saying.
Big shout out to Rod Smith.
Our defense is what won us our last championship.
I guess I'm referring to the 17 years in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the culture in the locker room. It's the culture within this organization. It's starting to be a me organization. Now, on this show, we're also going to talk about politics from time to time.
Right.
And you know what? It's almost like I feel the vibe in this country. Everybody's about me now. There's no togetherness.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at some point I'm going to get into that, but we'll wait on that. But to me, that is why the Denver Broncos are not in the Super Bowl. They're not playing together. Not playing for the guy next to them.
Agreed.
Where is the passion?
And can you even blame them? Like, that's what I tried to argue on my Instagram the other day. I'm like, yo, the culture that's been created by the moves the front office have made, believe it or not, this is what I believe, are making players realize, like, damn, this really is a business, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I absolutely do.
They're like, yo.
If anybody didn't see his post,
you're a great
and
dude.
you follow the Mad Fanatic, you need to check that post
Check it
out
out.
because
At
let
the
me
Mad
tell you,
Fanatic.
it was a mic drop, and it was the truth.
Yeah. John Elway, by getting rid of TJ Ward, let's start there. Now, and I'm not saying on paper, a lot of these dudes' moves are right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're just looking at X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them look like the right decision. Like, okay, TJ Ward didn't play a lot of games this year. So you could say, well, Justin Simmons got some good learning experience. He only gave up like 10 big plays this year.
Had a decent year.
He had a decent year, not a great year.
Decent.
Y'all got to stop arguing with me about that. He didn't have a great year.
No.
I seen him blow a lot of coverages and a lot of corners looking at him like, what is this dude doing? But bigger than that was, it showed the players in that locker room, John don't care what you did in the community. John don't care that you won us a Super Bowl. John don't care that you might get hurt from time to time because of the way that you play. John cares about the bottom line. And John forgot that a collection of good players don't win championships. Players that buy into the bullshit that this really is not a business, that this is about the guy next to you, that's what win championships. And it takes
ones
some
drinking
delicate
the Kool-Aid,
finessing.
chasing the dream.
You got to finesse to make these players buy into that. Because at the end of the day, they're seeing the politics. They're seeing their president tweet that their sons are bitches. They're taking knees. They're having to pick sides in this situation. They're real-life people, right? They understand, damn, if I protest, I might not have money no more. They already know that this is a business. But when you do shit like, yo, this dude, I'm going to draft a dude that's 2 years younger than you so I could save $3 million, even though you're a great dude in the community, even though you just helped us win a Super Bowl. A very integral part of us winning that Super Bowl. You're a Pro Bowler that year. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, either A, let him finish out his contract. He had 1 year left. And he was only going to get about $4 million.
Because he earned it and he kept his side of the contract.
Exactly.
Where is the loyalty?
Where is
the loyalty? Because let me ask you this, man. Let's say he wouldn't have played as well as he did.
Right.
He was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Broncos, you know what I mean? They wouldn't have honored their side of the contract. They would have already let him go before then. But he didn't. He played his contract.
Exactly.
He upheld it.
And you won a Super Bowl. So it paid off tenfold. Your investment in him paid off tenfold. Because guess what? When you win a Super Bowl, an organization wins a Super Bowl, they create a whole generation of fans / don't call them fans. If you want to think about it as a business, they create a generation of customers and a generation of wealth.
Absolutely.
So all the fans that started watching the year we won Super Bowl 50, a lot of them became Bronco fans. That's partly to do with this man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, at the end of the day, even Emmanuel Sanders, you can look at his contract and you can say, them first few years with Peyton Manning, he outplayed his contract. Does that make them say, let me give you $8 million extra because you played like a guy who's making twice as much as you? No. So why the hell are you going to cut me because I got hurt or anything? Don't tell, and this is to all the fans out there that tell me, it's a business, man. If it's a business. Bruh, there's called ethics in business. You can have good morals. Right. You can have good ethics in business. And the thing I was trying to say about John Elway, because if we're just talking about purely competitively, why they're not in the Super Bowl is the energy, the chemistry, and the chemistry. You know what I'm saying? How people interact together. Chemistry is affected when you let TJ go. Period. Guess what? The no-fly zone, the players in the no-fly zone, they got to choose. Do I embrace this dude or am I being disloyal? Why do you even inject that dynamic to your business to save a couple dollars? You could have just paid the dude this couple years.
And if you think Aqib didn't know that when this move happened, he's been thinking about it all
season.
He's
been salty all year.
But you know what?
Vance, he don't like none of this shit.
Shout out to Talib because he was a Pro Bowler again. He still is a lockdown corner. Don't let anybody tell you he's lost a step. Nah, he still has it. This is about one thing only, and that's money, okay? He took another chain this year.
He did.
I mean, he's kept his end of the bargain, okay? He keeps this team respected on the field. I personally don't want to go back.
I don't either.
To that soft. Did we not used to have that soft connotation?
Everybody thought we were soft.
Do I have to go into when I spent $2,500 to go to the Super Bowl when it was in New York? And I had to sit there in the cold and watch every minute of that game, a Super Bowl 48, of us getting our asses whooped from one side of the field to the other, physically.
Start to finish, too.
Start to finish. Never got to clap once.
Terrible.
Shout out to StubHub. The pregame party was incredible. The all-you-can-drink.
Shout out to DT with 13 catches, though.
DT played strong that game.
He gave me a couple things to cheer about.
And just real quick, you know what? While we're on the topic, because we're going to freestyle this every week. This is just going to come into... A lot of people that know me and Mad know that we've also a lot of times had arguments, maybe about a certain DT. But I want to give a big shout out to DT this year because no matter how bad things got, he tried to be a leader. And he stepped up in a lot of difficult situations. He supported Trev. He really showed a lot of character this year. So I just want to give him a shout out because Lord knows I've given him a hard time sometimes.
But yeah, that's that, man. Enough about the Broncos.
Because this show is, if we had it our way, it would be all about the Broncos. But it's not. We're going to have all kinds of topics every week. And this is the Super Bowl special. So we're going to start concentrating on the Super Bowl. Before we get into the Super Bowl, we just want to make quick mention about these conference championship games. I know for me and a lot of people out there, it was the same old Freddy Krueger movie with the Patriots. You knew they were going to come back. You knew they were going to get it. But what I want to know, Matt, is how the fuck did this happen again? How did this happen again?
I got a few theories. They're all conflicting. Part of me wants to blame Blake Bortles because I felt like the Patriots gave him an opportunity to win the game in the end, and they didn't deliver. Part of me wants to blame Saxonville. Where was the sacks? Where was the defense? How did you let Brady come down and come back from the deficit? But then the other part of me, the skeptic in me, is like, you know what? Maybe the refs just really weren't trying to have a Super Bowl without their only superstar.
Agreed.
So, I mean, it is what it is. As far as the other conference championship game, the NFC championship game, fucking Eagles are nice, man.
They were. It was their day. It was their time. You know, I think above and beyond X's and O's sometimes. That's just the way life works. That was the Eagles' night.
And I think it was the karma for the Vikings fans, too, man.
Well, you know what?
Fans shouldn't have been doing that shit.
Since we can't talk about too much of the X's and O's with the game because it really wasn't a game, there are some funny topics coming out of Minnesota right now with this Super Bowl. Man. Now, what I want to ask you first is, we actually were there in October. We went to Philly, and in case you're wondering, were we head to toe in blue and orange?
Absolutely.
Yes, we were. In case you're wondering, did I take my wife? Yes, I did. And in case you're wondering, did we have any problems?
Absolutely
no, I'm actually gonna look into the camera for this one. No, we didn't. So I'm not gonna sit here.
Shout out to the Philly fans, man.
Shout out to them.
For the most part, they were cool people, yo.
And they are passionate.
But we know Philly dudes, so it's different.
But the question is, are these Eagles fans really as bad as people make them out to be?
No, absolutely not. But I will tell you this. I kind of feel a way about the Vikings fans, man. From the things you showed me, Leaf tagged me in his Barstools, whatever. What is that shit called? Barstool Sports. Yeah. Follow them. They are
funny.
A lot of dope shit coming out of them.
Very, very funny.
He's tagged me in his post. These dudes put the Vikings gear on the Rocky statue. Then they went to the Rocky steps and started doing their slow chant.
Fuck with Rocky.
Stop being disrespectful, man. Now I'm hearing that the freaking people are Ubering to the games. And the Uber drivers in Minnesota are just dropping dudes off in the wilderness, like in the cold. It's like crazy. I'm telling you right now, if I was going to that game, I spent thousands of dollars for a flight, hotel, ticket, all that, and the Uber driver dropped me off in the fucking cold-ass Minnesota, I'm beating the shit out this dude when I find him. And if I don't beat the shit out of him, I'm looking up who is my Uber driver. I'm giving him the craziest review ever. I'm giving him 1 star. I'm calling Uber. I'm writing an email. He's getting fired. You can't do that shit to people. I don't respect it. Even though I respect it, I don't respect it. How you feel
I actually have a little bit of a different take. And I would just like to say to that gentleman Uber driver who dropped those Philly fans in the middle of the woods, well played, sir. Well played. Now, I understand.
But if it was you, though.
If I would be upset. I would be upset. But we don't know if these stories are true. Like we just said before, no one said nothing to me. No one said nothing to this guy. But we don't know.
Maybe the Minnesota fans are the gangsters.
But you know what? There were stories of putting Minnesota's, the Viking thing in urinals, people getting beer poured them. So I can't speak on that. Right. But what I will say is that whether these Eagle fans are belligerent or not, however they get, they're loyal.
Yeah,
they're real fans. And being Bronco Gang members and being diehards like we are, that's what we believe in, and we have to give respect to that.
To take it even a step further, I would actually like, when we went to that game, I remember looking around and saying, ain't no Bronco fans in here. This is straight Eagles fans.
That's a good point.
And I was so impressed. Between them and KC, I'm going to give them both the equal love, because I told you this when it happened. I give both them fan bases so much credit because you know what? First of all, Kansas City, I've been in mad stadiums. Only stadium I've ever been in when the whole crowd, including the lower bowl, stood up the entire game. Shout out to KC. They probably got the best fans in the NFL.
You do have to respect that.
Second of all, and that's not taking anything away from Bronco Gang and the diehard Bronco fans. When it comes to the diehard Bronco fans,
Gang is the elite.
Bronco fans,
It's the
real Bronco fans are on another level than any fan.
The Bronco gang is
They're
untouchable.
on another level than any fan in the NFL. But there's only
check us out.
a few thousand diehards in that stadium full of 70,000. I like the team. Like fans, I like to sit down during the game. I don't like that shit. Philly. When I went to Philly, I remember sitting there looking around and saying, these dudes never won a championship. No. And they in here rapping like they have hope. I respect them. Shout out to Philly. I hope you get one. But I want to move on from them. Fuck all y'all teams. Let's get into the Super Bowl, man. I'm still salty we ain't in this shit. I want to talk about our Super Bowl predictions, and then I want to get into something that's a passion of mine, and that's whether Tom Brady, if he wins his 6th championship, will become the GOAT. And I don't think he will, but let's get to the next topic, which is Super Bowl prediction. All right, so who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? And what do you think is the final score going to be?
I'm following you.
Yo,
you go first.
I'm going to be real with you. This sounds ridiculous because I am the preparation motherfucker, but I have not even given it any thought. I've been like in my zone working on my musical, so I haven't given it too much thought until today when I was presented with the question. I knew we were going to talk about it, and I got Philly winning by 3. I think it's probably going to be about 31-28, but I don't even know if I necessarily think. I hope. I'm trying to put it out into the universe that Philly beats Tom Brady because I'm so tired of people acting like he's the GOAT, and I don't want no more reasons why people can say he's the GOAT. So I got Philly by 3, 31-28. What you got?
Now I tell you, I'm not gonna break it down X's and O's. I got the Eagles winning too.
Word.
Because I have
fuck Tom Brady.
I have to at some point start to believe that there is justice in this universe.
Good old-fashioned Western justice.
Good old-fashioned Western justice. Okay? So I'm going to go with the Eagles 27-24 for no other fact than, come on. How bad was that Super Bowl last year?
Yeah, man. Absolute bullshit. We're going to get into that when we talk about if he's going to be the GOAT or not.
We're not going to get into the election.
No,
so there is no way.
But we could, though.
After those two things,
Trump too.
Okay?
I said it.
After them stealing that last Super Bowl and the election, that's not how the universe works.
Yeah.
The good, hopefully,
will prevail.
Hope is the word. Will prevail in the end. And fuck Tom Brady. 27-24, Philadelphia Eagles.
Which segues right into the next topic so perfectly. If Tom Brady wins his 6th championship, 8 trips to the Super Bowl, if he wins his 6th ring, is Tom Brady the GOAT? Anyone that knows me knows how I feel about this. And I will, if you don't know me, break it down for you.
This could go for a while.
I'm asking you what you think.
Well, you already know. I'm going to just sum it up with fuck Tom Brady. And I'm going to let you break it down with X's and O's like you do.
I'm going to give you a whole bunch of reasons why Tom Brady isn't the GOAT. Number 1. Most yards all time.
Number 2, he wears Uggs.
Right. Number 1, the most yards all time when he retired was Peyton Manning. The most yards in a season, and that's 5,477 yards. I remember that season like it was yesterday.
It's a lot of yards.
Peyton Manning. The most touchdowns in his career. Peyton Manning. The most touchdowns in a year, in a single season. Peyton Manning, 55 of them bitches.
I see a pattern forming here.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
The most touchdowns in a game, and shout out to the other quarterback he's gonna be going against, Nick Foles, who also had 7, who tied my man's record. And when I say my man, I mean my boy. You know what I'm saying? But Peyton Manning, 7 touchdowns in a single game. I was there. It was my first game in Denver. Shout out to everybody that helped make that happen. It was one of the greatest experiences ever. I shot my video for Orange Crush. I got on-field passes. It was crazy. I'll never forget that day. 7 touchdowns in a revenge game against the Baltimore Ravens. And I believe it was after they beat us with the Raheem Moore bullshit the year before.
Opening night.
Opening night was Thursday
Monday
night
football, I
game.
believe. Thursday night game.
Opened the whole season.
You're right.
Beautiful. Peyton Manning, most touchdowns in a career, most touchdowns in a year, most touchdowns in a season, most touchdowns in a game. I feel like I said career and like ever. Like I'm getting confused.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna go back down to the start from the beginning.
The point is,
most touchdowns
Peyton has
all time.
The records.
Most touchdowns in a year. Most touchdowns in a game. Most yards all time. Most yards in a season. Peyton Manning is a motherfucking beast. Okay? He changed the game. If we're going to talk about individual greatness, when we're talking about the GOAT, the greatest of all time, we're not talking about team accomplishments. And that's where the meat of my argument is. The reason why I can't call Tom Brady the GOAT, whether he wins 100 rings, is because Tom Brady ain't winning 100 rings. The New England Patriots are winning the ring. And I'll tell you this. If you want to talk to me who's the greatest dynasty in football, Patriots. You're going to get no argument from me. But if you want to talk to me about who's the individual greatest player, and you want to bring up the quarterback who plays one of three phases in a team of 11 people, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to tell me more than rings, because Robert Horry got a bunch of rings, and he was one of 5 guys in one phase of basketball, and ain't nobody arguing that he's the ring, the GOAT, because he got a bunch of rings. Let me ask you a question right here, Leaf. I want your input real quick.
Yes, sir.
Bill Belichick or Tom Brady?
Let me tell you something. People ask that question all the time.
Who's more responsible for the ring?
Is it Brady or Belichick?
Who is it?
It is without a doubt Bill Belichick.
Agreed.
It is the system. And I just wanted to expand on your argument. When it comes to Peyton and Brady, people don't talk enough about their college careers. When you're talking about the GOAT, you're talking about the greatest of all time. You're not talking about just when they were in the professional leagues. You're talking about their whole life. The GOAT was the greatest of all time, his whole life. Look at what Peyton Manning did for 4 years at Tennessee. Okay? Look at what Tom Brady did as a backup. Yes, folks, he was a backup at the University of Michigan. Who did he play back? Who did he play under?
Drew Henson.
Drew Henson? Drew Henson.
Wait, he going 199 overall?
Come on.
What Peyton
all right? So,
but
besides that, the reason I don't believe personally that Tom Brady is the greatest of all time is because he's only played under one system and one head coach his entire career. Okay?
Yeah. And let's talk about that system and how good that system is, yo. This system had Matt Castle going 11-5. Matt Castle, if you put a number 12 jersey on him that year, you thought it was Tom Brady.
Matt Castle.
Same thing with Jimmy G. Jimmy G, Bill Belichick wanted to get rid of Tom Brady and usher in the Jimmy G era. And that's why he's beefing with Robert Kraft right now. Google it.
It's the truth,
Jimmy G looks like Tom Brady, man. Jimmy G goes down this year. Briscoe, what's his name? Jacoby Briscoe.
Jacoby Briscoe.
He comes in the game. He beats the Texans
succeeds.
42-0.
He succeeds. You know why he succeeded? It's the system.
Amazing.
It is not Tom Brady.
And let's not give Bill Belichick too much credit either, because I'm putting an asterisk by his success as well. Because if you're that great, you shouldn't have to cheat. You shouldn't have to spy on people. You shouldn't have to hire coaches that videotape
Your preparation
practices.
should be so superior.
Balls. You shouldn't have to hire, and I'm saying hire, I'm speculating, hire fans to pull the fire alarms at hotels. You shouldn't have to manipulate the headsets and listen to people's calls. I think there's a lot of cheating going on in the organization as a whole. But let's get back to Peyton Manning, why Peyton Manning is the greatest. 5 MVPs. 5 times, and it should have been 6. 5 times he was voted by his peers, by the coaches, by everybody that he was the most important player in the NFL. Peyton Manning took a team to the playoffs and then got hurt, and that team had the #1 overall pick. Tom Brady got hurt. I remember when Tom Brady got hurt. You remember when Tom Brady got hurt?
I remember.
Shit, I remember when Tom Brady got suspended for cheating. How does team do?
What?
Them New England Patriots that you think Tom Brady's responsible for their success beat the Texans, a playoff team.
It was still good.
42-0.
It was still good.
With Briscoe, with their 3rd-string quarterback. Their 2nd-string quarterback, Jimmy G, was busting everybody's ass.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl with 2 different teams?
I'm trying to tell you, Peyton Manning went to the Super Bowl with 4 different head coaches.
Systems has Peyton
and is the
Manning
only player to win the Super Bowl with 2 different teams.
He's the only one.
Something else. Peyton Manning, you want to talk about systems? Peyton Manning is the system. Peyton Manning comes to the fucking team like, yo, we're going to run the Peyton Manning offense. This is what we're going to do. You're going to call some bullshit.
That's what it's called.
I'm going to go to the
actually
line,
called,
and I'm going to call the right play.
It's actually called the Peyton Manning offense.
It's called the Peyton Manning offense. And Tom Brady tries to run the Peyton Manning offense, by the way. That's another reason. You can't be the GOAT when you a student of this dude. He invented going to the huddle, to the line of scrimmage and saying, he's out of place. I'm going to run this. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning, when Peyton Manning retired, played his last game, that 3rd time he beat Tom Brady, stopped him from going to a Super Bowl, the 3rd time. By the way, y'all talk about Peyton Manning's playoff success. He's 3-2 in AFC Championships against your boy, Tom Brady. So make sure you bring that shit up when you talk about his playoff success, even though I know that it's really a team effort. But if you want to bring that shit up, bring that shit up. You know what I'm saying? But when
absolutely
the last time Peyton Manning beat Tom Brady, a Tom Brady-led team, Bill Belichick whispered in his dude's ear like, "You're the greatest motherfucker I ever seen play this motherfucking game.
I saw it.
I don't give a shit what
I
they
can't
say
read
about
lips,
Tom
and that
Brady."
is what he said.
That's what he said.
That is what he said.
And then Peyton Manning was like, "Yo, I respect you. This might be my last rodeo. I appreciate you." That's what he said.
Yeah.
Bottom line, Bill
Belichick
even knows that Peyton Manning is the motherfucking GOAT. Period.
He
all
knows
the stats say all the most perfect games, the most perfect passer rating, most game-winning drives. People talk about my man ain't clutch. Most game-winning drives, most comeback wins. When he retired, he had the most wins. Period. Tom Brady has it now, but fuck that. Tom Brady's team has that shit.
Well, I think a reoccurring theme is
that we don't
fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck about the team's accomplishments. He's not the GOAT. Let's move on.
Now that we have, I think you did a very sufficient job of letting everybody know that Tom Brady is not the GOAT.
Not the GOAT.
And I've made a very good
point. No matter
point.
how many rings he gets.
How many rings. And I've made a very good point of fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck him.
I also wanted to talk about this story that I just read earlier today, man. This weirdo, I'm still talking about Tom Brady. This avocado ice cream eating motherfucker drinks 37 glasses of water a day.
You didn't read that.
What do you? I did read that.
No, you did.
I did read that.
37?
37 glasses of water a day. You told me you don't believe it.
I don't fucking believe it.
Another thing I want to bring
Look
up.
Look at all them water bottles. It's like 37 of them shits.
37.
In a day?
But now that I'm thinking about it,
yeah.
One thing on this show we want to let everybody know about. You can watch the show every week, and if you catch us doing it, we have a rule on this show.
In on the podcast.
He doesn't agree with it. He's saying it isn't true. But if either one of us gentlemen here ever say the words fake news, the other guy gets to punch the other one in the face. So I just wanted to add that in.
I didn't say that, though.
So what's fascinating, this guy drinks half his body weight of water every day, okay? 37 glasses. Now medical doctors are saying this could actually be unhealthy, and this could cause his body in a lot of ways to shut down and cause harm. Now, I'm not saying I want Tom Brady to die, but I would not mind if he somehow acquired a certain type of handicap. Is that wrong of me to say that I'm wishing a handicap on him? How about like a lisp or like a slur? Let's say he drools out of his 37 glasses of water a day. You know, the thing
can't be 37.
Not only is this guy not the GOAT, he's fucking weird. Is that not weird? How can you drink that?
I think people are supposed to drink half their body weight in ounces, not in pounds. Like,
that's not the story I read.
Like 140 ounces.
That is not.
If you're 280.
That
you know
is
what I'm
not the
You
story
can't be
I
drinking
read.
that many pounds in ounces. You know, you can't. What the fuck? 37 glasses?
37 glasses, as you always say to me. Google it.
Yeah, I'm going to Google it.
Anybody out there wants to...
And if I'm wrong,
bring it up,
I'll admit it next week on our wrong...
Anybody wants to look it up, look it up. I'm saying 37 glasses.
Segment.
This weirdo. And what's funny is they say it would kill a normal human. Maybe this guy isn't human. What is Tom Brady? Is Tom Brady a robot?
No, because he's not that special. He's not even the GOAT. He's not even the greatest football player.
He's not. He's definitely not. All right, so now we're going to have something every week where we're both pretty emotional and passionate about what we feel. So every week, Matt is going to have his... Why don't you tell the people about it?
Why I'm mad? I'm going to pick somebody that made me mad this week.
Why are you mad?
I'm most mad at. And every week, my boy Leafy going to have his... what is it?
I'm going to tell you what it is.
You see the glove?
Listen,
you see the glove on the chain?
Listen,
he's a boxer.
It's worldwide. It's world-renowned. It's called the Punch in the Face list.
Punch in the
Every week I'm going to have somebody. And we're going to have a reoccurring champion. And we'll get more into that later. So you go ahead. Mad, why don't you tell the people why you're mad?
Who am I mad at? I'm mad at the Jacksonville Jaguars and their defense, and specifically Malik Jackson, talking all that shit like his team was going to stop Brady from going to the Super Bowl, talking all that shit to Bronco fans about us being home, watching on the couch. I'm mad at you watching on the couch now, Malik. Even though you called me a loser, which was a low blow and totally unnecessary.
That was a cheap shot, Malik.
I didn't lose a shit. Calling people losers because we ain't rich.
Hashtag.
I'm loving my life, baby. I'm having fun. I love what I do. I'm having fun. Right?
Learn how to spell, Malik.
Yeah, learn how to spell, too.
Learn how to spell.
Quiet, Q-U-I-E-T. But anyway.
I wonder what kind of couch Malik has.
Except after C. I'm going to school you, baby, because I know you wasn't paying attention. But listen, and that's not a shot fired. It's just the evidence is there. You know what I'm saying? You could have spelled corrected your shit. But anyway, I'm trying to punch the Jaguars in the face. No, I don't even have the punch in the face.
You don't.
I have the Why You Mad list. I don't want to punch nobody in the face, especially not somebody big as fuck like Billy Jackson. I'm just mad at the Jacksonville Jaguars defense and everybody in the world that tried to compare them to the greatest defense
the
of
Super
all
Bowl
time.
50.
Do not compare them to us ever again. I'm mad at you guys, but I'm happy that you had to eat crow. Who you want to punch in the face, Lee?
So, since it's the Super Bowl edition, Mad had to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars and how they almost made it and how Malik talked. He tried to come for Mad, but what he found out is this ain't the football field, man. Leave the superstardom and the intelligence to my man, Mad, okay? Leave it to him, man. What kind of couch you got, Malik? Yeah. What is that ass sitting on right now? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know.
I guarantee it's from Raymore and Flanagan or some shit.
It probably is.
It's probably some richer shit than that.
Floofy
some
ass
shit I don't even know about yet. I would think Raymore and Flanagan is fancy.
Floofy.
Is that even fancy?
Wow, I don't even know. It sounds expensive.
Raymore and Flanagan sounds expensive to me.
All right, so now the thing that everybody's been waiting for, the punch in the face list. Now you know why it's hard? I actually have a 3-way tie. And it's because that's how much I hate the New England Patriots. So obviously, it's a 3-way tie between fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck him.
Okay? Because everybody knows, fuck Tom Brady.
And for the kids
Number 2, Rob Gronkowski.
Earmuffs.
All of us have known a Rob Gronkowski in high school. We all know this guy, okay? So can I get an agreement where fuck Rob Gronkowski?
I kind of like
and
Rob.
Third
and
like Gronk, man, because of that person. Just because you want to drink a beer with him, I do too.
I would drink a
but
beer
you
with
know
him.
that guy.
I would
you
drink
know
a beer
that
with
guy.
him. Toasted Gronk.
All right, he does. Hey,
we
you know
punch
what?
him in the face and we drinking with him afterwards.
You know what we do, and it's similar
Bar
because
fight.
that's passion. But what I do want to say is, shout out to him drinking them beers at that parade last year, catching those beers from the fans and having a beer with them. I got to give him that. But he's still on the top of the list.
Right.
Now, third and last is Mr. Matt Patricia. Let me tell you something, man. It's funny I got a pencil here, right? Because what I want to tell you is, man, there's something wrong with you as an individual that this is your calling card. You don't even use that fucking pencil. What is that pencil for? So the reason I want to punch you in the face is because you got to be the biggest asshole in the world. He went to the press. He didn't just do it during the game. We know he don't use it during the game.
Right.
They got laptops
We've never
now.
seen him type.
He'd never
write
seen him use
anything
it.
on
Never
paper.
seen him use it.
Or
He's got the pencil. This guy showed up for the press conference this week for the Super Bowl on the interview night with the press with a pencil in his ear. That's where you cross the line, my friend.
He's like the people in the Beatles their groups when they're making the groups, the record labels put a group together, and they're like, your thing is going to be sunglasses.
Absolutely.
Always wear sunglasses. It makes you mysterious.
Yes.
Somebody told this motherfucker
right.
on his marketing team, like,
so actually, we need to find out who that
in your ear.
And that's where you cross the line. When you went to the press conference,
whatever company makes pencils.
When you went to the press conference with that number 2 pencil, and I heard it has to be a number 2 pencil, okay, in your ear, that is where you found yourself tied atop the punch in your face list. You know what I'm saying? Now another thing, one more thing in closing.
What else?
I think we've covered the Super Bowl.
The admitting when you're wrong thing. We talked about this before, and I'm so proud of you, Leaf, for coming around to my school because I've been an avid Jay-Z supporter.
This has been a long argument.
I'll die for Jay-Z.
I'm a Nas guy.
I'm a Jay guy.
I'm a Nas guy.
I'm a Jay guy.
And we've had a lot of arguments about this. I'm not talking about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. There's really no time with us. That's probably going to be, we're going to start to find that out with these podcasts.
Right.
Because it goes on and on and on. Once again. But let me tell you, I am going to make an apology and say that I was wrong to Jay-Z.
You hear this, Jay?
I hope he does. Because it's not even about the music anymore.
Right here.
The reason that I'm apologizing for all the bad things I've said about you. I have called him Mr. Potato Head from time to time. And this ain't even funny no more. I want to give respect to you, sir, because when you were interviewed the other night on CNN, it was amazing of the type of individual and the human being that you have become with your success. A lot of these people, they lose track of who they are. And it's all
Floyd Mayweather.
i.e. Floyd Mayweather. And that list can go on and on.
Michael Jordan.
But ooh, that's my guy. But
Republicans buy sneakers too.
Jay, you really have become a great husband, a great father, a great humanitarian, and a great man.
And a great role model.
And a great role model for our youth. So I just want to say, politically, and we're not going to get into politics today, but it is coming.
It's coming.
It is coming. We're with you, Jay. And we appreciate the words you spoke about our president, and the words you spoke were the truth. And I got to tell you, man, I salute to you. Mile high salute to Jay-Z. And I'm sorry for every bad thing I ever said. I was wrong.
Word. Well, you guys make sure you tune in next week, man. The podcast is coming. It's only going to get better and better. I mean, I've even heard rumors that the VR version of this show is coming ASAP.
I don't even know what that is, but he does.
Stay tuned. It's coming, man. Appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. Enjoy your week. Have a good day. Have a good week.
Have a blessed day. Be happy.
And appreciate the blessings.
Appreciate the blessings. Peace out.